Alrighty, guys. Hey, how is everyone doing? Let me share the screen. So basically, this is the second part of the live stream where we are trying to recreate this um, sticky header section list scrolling thingy. So let's start. What's this one? Studio, no. Okay. Don't know where we left. So basically, this is what we have created, right? We close a bit this part. We zoom a bit here. Let me know down in the comments if you can. What's happening with my YouTube? Is still streaming? Hopefully this is still streaming. Okay. So this is what we have created. We have created these nice tabs that we currently need to fix the indicator. We have an indicator, but at least we have something. What we did yesterday. There is a scroll too. Oh, okay, so we are returning. Basically, when you press on Samba, it should go to whatever, right? There are some issues, and we are going to also create this sticky header as well. So let's start by, first of all, let's fix the indicator. So where is the indicator? Measurements. Oh, this should be current. Okay, let me actually remove the XXX here. We don't actually need this. Okay, let's go to the indicator. Okay, so we don't need the measurements. Do we need the derived? Not really. So we actually need the measurements. Okay, hit save. And now let's refresh a bit. Let me console log measurements. Active section index. Actually, everything. We'll just JSON stringify null. We definitely have something. Can I just pass this by index? Is this going to work? Why aren't we? Oh, we are not applying the styles. Okay. Okay. So let's refresh and see if this is going to work. Okay, this is somehow working, but now let's bring back the width timing and animate basically the left and the width. Let's import timing. Okay, so now we have something. I don't know how to fix this issue with Reanimated. I don't know. This issue I don't know how to fix. Maybe we will tackle. But for now, I believe we are in a good shape with the tabs, right? So we have the tabs. They work pretty nice. And now what I would like to do, list header, not this one, but this one. So basically I would like to, let me close the thingy. So this part I would like to move it outside. or component. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, let's do a component. So I'll do function uh, mm, scroll header, and let's put the scroll header here. And this scroll header, I need to pass the selected. I need to pass the selection and also and also the on tab press, right? Which is going to be index and void. Okay, and this is going to be number. So let's grab those selected and on tab press. As this on tab press. Great. Now, where we actually render the scroll header, we would like to render it as a sibling of the section list. So scroll header. And this requires on tab press, which I'll paste this, and I'll also need the selection. Okay, so hopefully we have this working. Okay, so we definitely have this. This is... it's okay. So now if I remove the return, we should be able to also scroll. But why sticky header? You know what? I will just remove this part and I'll do background color white. Okay, so now Samba, boom. Somehow this is not working. I think on viewable items change, I'll just... this part is definitely not working. So we may need to change this. But at least we have we have the scrolling somehow working. So there is this package, React Native section list. How it's on item layout, on item layout. Yeah, so is this package that's going to help. Let me zoom a bit. So is this package that is going to help us with the sections? Is this one? Not even sure. Is this one? Is this one. Okay, so React Native get item layout. Let me zoom a bit so maybe you can see it. So is this package that is going to help us to better calculate the unviewable items change pretty much. So let me go to the terminal and do one. Is this one? Not this one. Let's open up one, add this part. Okay, so I'll add this. Let me restart the bundler. Okay, not this one. The dev server. Okay, let's refresh. And we should use this component, this method. So first I will need to import. The get item layout, and then I will need some measurements. I'll copy paste those guys here, and let's open up. This is how I do. Let me catch a bit with the Ricardo. Hi from Portugal. Hi Ricardo. Hi Amor. What's up? Nice to see you here. Blocks. Hello, buddy. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. How about you? How are you doing? How is everything in life for you? Uh, okay, so we basically need to get the item height, which is this item here, and then we also need to specify the section height. So how I am doing it's I'm what? This is not working for some reason. The inspector is not working, so let me open up open the debugger, toggle the menu, and I'll toggle the inspector, and I'll just inspect this element, and I'll get the height here, you see. So I'll say the item height is 75, and the header height is 46 somehow. Okay, so if I inspect again another element, so I'll inspect this part, Samba. Let's close the inspector, and I'll inspect country, let's say. I cannot inspect country. What's happening here, guys? Anyway, I think it's this is 46. Okay, the height should be fine. So let's press M. Let's toggle the inspector because we don't need it anymore. And now we are building using this get item layout. Okay, and if we go to the section list, close the terminal, we can pass this right to the get item layout. This build item layout, and if I press reload, yeah, you see the now we are getting the middle thingy, so half, not -2. What's happening here? Okay, so we are getting, now we get chant, you see, mainstream, you see, this is definitely working better. Like the calculation is definitely working better. Okay, we have some small issues now, so I'll do 1 second and I'll just increase to 100% just to avoid some really weird thingy to happen. And now I would like to set the selection, selected the section item to some sort of use ref pretty much. So you'll see in a minute what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'll do active section index ref, use ref, and I'll make this 0 by default. Okay, and here I'll just, what I'm checking here, middle section. Yeah, I'm not even sure if we need this. This is something that we did previously. Yeah, let's remove this code. I think it's okay. So half section. So if there is a section, actually I'll return early. So if half, if there is no section, I'll just return no. And then I will definitely get the section. So I'll do section from half 0 pretty much. Can I get directly the section? I'll do section index. This is as type of sections, pretty much, right? Okay, and now I will actually check if this thingy, the ref current, is different than the section index, and section index is different than the selected section index. Okay, so we set a couple of things now, and now we do the current is section. Okay, so basically we check we check some parts here. Section index. So we basically check if we have already set the section index to the state, so we don't want to do it anymore, and we are also checking if the ref is different than the, maybe the ref is going to be set differently. So what I will do most probably, so in this way I will avoid, the jumpiness. I will avoid the jumpiness pretty much. Kinda. Why it was crashing? Or there is no half. This still working? Okay. This is still crashing, right? Oh, it's middle section. What am I doing here? It's middle section. If return early, if there is no middle section, return. Okay, let's refresh. Out of range index. What? Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, as type of. Okay. And scroll event throttle. Maybe I'll just increase this part as well. Okay, gotcha. So if I make this 200, yeah, still, I don't like that much, Yeah, I think this is way too complicated, right? I'll just take the first one. You know what? I'll just do it. I'll just remove this entire code. Actually, I'll comment it out. I'll do, section, it's viewable items, 0.section. Something like this, and I'll just check if there is no section. Pretty much I'll return early. And I will remove this part, actually. I don't care that one. And I'll just get a section ID. Right? Do I actually need to... something like this. It's way better, right? So I'll just take the first visible item change, pretty much. Is this working? Yeah, it's still working. Country. Uh, somehow working. Yeah, so there is no section here. Got you. Let me think about it. We don't have a section. Oh, okay. Why we don't have a section? This is definitely an array, right? Yeah. Why we don't have a section? Is this still crashing? Ah, it's okay. Oh, but I know what's the actual issue. So the view position is actually going to be 0, and now I believe now because we are using the on item layout, this is going to work as well. Okay. Somehow reload. Okay. Is struggling. So scroll event throttle. What about commenting it out? Yeah. I think what I'll do when I'm pressing on the button, on the tab press, on tab press, tab press. I believe here I need to so I don't want to take into account. I don't care about the viewable items change when you press on a tab, right? Pretty much. I'm just scrolling to the section and that's it, right? So in this way, we are going to avoid this. Yeah. But then we actually need to push. So how it is on the viewable items change. We check the section, then we get the index, right? And then we have this active section index ref. If it's different than the section index. We somehow need to have this if statement somehow like, the tab was pressed. This is coming from the tab, So in this way, we will avoid like small, like thingy, pretty much. Yeah, you see, this is, it's jumping. It's mainstream. Nah, it's not mainstream. It's the first one. But yeah, somehow. Maybe if I play around with the offset view position, I'll go to 0 and maybe I'll do here 0.5. And you see, it's still like, not here, but how to do it. But what? Wait a second. On tab press. What am I doing on tab press? The selection, set selection. Uh, hmm, the scroll to section is scrolling here. Yeah. I actually care about this. This is useless, right? Because it's always going to be different. So this part, it's actually useless. So the jump is still here. I'm still like navigating, you know. Ba bum bum bum. Yeah. Hey Sevket, if I have pronounced this correctly. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, let's remove this part. I will also like to. I think this is okay. For now, this is okay. We don't even need this. Yeah, we don't actually need this part. Uh, do we actually need the top safe area? Not really. So we have this section, right? Everything is working. Maybe we can change the viewable part a bit to maybe 600 milliseconds. Ah, we'll do 100 here. Uh, Still not working great, huh? Mhm. So this is working if I'm scrolling, right? Okay. And on tab press, I'll do uh, mm, because I don't have a callback. I'm just thinking maybe I can do something like on momentum scroll end, you know? It's done. I think I can do it. Why the music has stopped? You know what? I will not care for now. I think it's okay. Yeah. And now let's actually increase a bit the items. So I'll do 10 items, and the minimum is going to be 4, and the maximum is going to be 10. Something like this. Reload. Now we are going to have more items to go through. Okay. Really nice. Aha. And now I should also do content container style. Not here, but the scroll. And I would like to actually display the sticky scrolls. Why not? Or no? This is, anyway, this is already work. Okay. Viewable. Maybe I can decrease this a bit and make threshold. Yeah, something like this. Boom. Okay, so this is definitely working. And now what I can do is I would like to add a padding bottom, you know, because now if I'm going really at the bottom, I would like to add a padding. So I'll do content container style. content container style, and I'll do padding bottom, I don't know, height divided by 2. And let's get the height. Const height. I'll do use window dimensions. I'll get the height. Okay, so it's height divided by 2, pretty much. Okay, look. Let's actually scroll to the last one. And maybe height divided by 4, by 3. Yeah, I think something like this. Yeah. Okay, so we are just dividing this. Kind of makes sense. Okay, and now let's start working on this component here with the tabs. And let's apply, like, when you scroll to the top, whoop, this entire section is going to move up. Exciting. Okay, exciting things. Why is this complaining? Oh, gotcha. By type of section. Type of section is going to fix the issue? Not really. Any? Unknown. I think. Okay. Anyway, so I don't know. TypeScript is not. Yeah, somehow it's complaining about things. But what I would like to do is have. We created yesterday the animated. So first we need to change this to be an animated section list. No, we don't have it. So let's go to the top and do here const animated section list. An animated create section list. Okay. And section list is going to be an animated section list. And the ref, this is an animated section list. Props by the section list. Is this still working? Yeah. Yes. I think this is. Okay, so I'll do just ignore this part. It's okay. Definitely working. Okay. Let's refresh and now. And now we would like to have two different things. And one is the scroll Y, basically, which is a use shared value. And the on scroll, use animated scroll handler. And I'll use the shorthand notation and assign the content offset Y to the scroll. Okay, and now we can have. Is still complaining? Can this be as any? As any? It's complaining, still complaining. As doesn't matter, guys. It's like the use ref is not. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so I will do the on scroll here at the top. Not really at the bottom. Just remove the scroll handler, and I'll do at the bottom. On scroll, it's on scroll. Okay. So now we have the on scroll event. Everything should work the same. Okay, everything is working. We should pass the scroll Y to the header, scroll Y, okay. Scroll Y, it's actually scroll Y, it's shared value by a number, okay, as a number. And now this height, I would like to, so first of all, this view should be positioned absolute. So this is position absolute, okay. So I'll move everything to the top, okay. Now what I would like to do is to give a pairing tab the height of this header to the section list, and then interpolate things and calculate some parts. And I will need to have some constants, sticky header constants. Okay, and I'll have the header, I'll have header height, it's 350 for now, and header image height is going to be, let's say, 300, okay? Or maybe I'll do header tabs height is going to be maybe 64. We can actually calculate the height now. So I'll remove the position absolute and I'll, oh man, I'll create, boom, the section toggle, and I'll do, so the header is like the tabs, it's 45. You know, I'll do, let's do 45 for now, okay? Let's toggle again the menu, disable the indicator, close it out. The header height, it's going to be, the image height is going to be header height minus these tabs. Okay. And of course, we can also display some back button. I think in the initial design, we have some back buttons, right? Yeah, so we have the back and whatever. I think that we can also take that into account. I'll just create like a const header top nav. I'll just hard code this as maybe 64, you know? Yeah, something like this. Okay, and now let's apply the thingies. Okay, so I'll do header height instead. And tabs, I will do I need to hard code the height? Let's do the height. Yeah, why not? So height is going to be header tabs height. I'm not sure if we need a padding button anymore. So let's refresh. We actually need a padding button. Yeah, okay. So we definitely need the padding button. Okay, that's good. And now let's start animating the things. So where I have the scroll Y? Okay, here. So let's start by position this absolute. Absolute. And with the header height, where we have the content container style on the section list, I'll do padding tab is going to be this padding. Okay. So this is going to start with this padding at the top. Okay. And now when we move up, I would like to move the section like the header up as well. So I'll go to the scroll Y. I'll create here const header styles. This is a use animated style, and I'll just return here a transform, and I'll translate Y. And I'll interpolate the scroll Y value. And the input range, it's funny, right? The input range, you can go beyond, you can have the bounces, you know? And how to fix this is we need to specify -1. For now, I'll not even care. I'll show you. So I'll start from 0, And where to go is basically, I would like to compensate the Y position based on the scroll, right? So I'll do 0 and 1, and I'll also do -1. So this is the range. And when you are here with the -1, it's basically you dragging, you over drag it. So we need to compensate by 1 the transform. When you are 0, it's 0, right? When it's 0, it's 0. But when you move up, we need to move this container to the uh, upwards. So we need to subtract -1. So now if I hit save, convert this view into an animated view, and apply this style. Boom. Okay. So now if I hit refresh, open it again, the thing, you'll see that if I put down, look, this container is moving. If I go up, this container is moving. So now we have this sticky, it's sticky. And it's really nice. It's really nice, okay? But I would like to stop it here, I don't want to move more than this position. So what I would like to do is I would like to get the top from use safe area inset, okay? And I would like to so I'm defining the translate y here, and I would like to have another range. So okay, just move upwards the container until you reach this point. And when you reach this point, you are going to stay fixed, basically. So hopefully that makes sense. So now I'm following the scroll. Now it's 0, but now I'm just subtracting the scroll until this point, And when this point is reached, I would like to make it sticky or fixed. So this point is going to be where we have the headers. So it's going to pretty much be maybe header height minus top nav. So it's header height minus header top nav. I'll make this as a constant. So top threshold is this part. Okay. So I'll do top threshold -1 and top threshold. It's basically saying, the input range it's 0, 1 until this point. So basically this is the point where we are, -1. So I'll just prepare the things beforehand. And for this part, it's basically, I'll say, move it until this part -1. So this part -1 is going to be whatever it is. So it's top threshold -1 and top threshold. It's basically, I'll say, just stop it. I don't care. I don't want you to move more than this. So I'll do minus and minus pretty much. Kind of makes sense. So I'll just do, instead of moving all the way to with the scroll, I'll just say, move all the way to the scroll until you reach the top threshold. Then you stay fixed. So hopefully this is going to, you see, this is going to, let me refresh a bit. So this is saying, okay. So I move, and now I will hit the threshold and I'll stay fixed. Look, you see, I'm staying fixed. And I think that I need to also do a background color as white. And I believe that I need to move this scroll header. Instead of playing around with the Z index, I'll move it to the bottom. So it's going to stay on top of it. Okay, so now I hit the threshold and it's going to be fixed. Amazing. Okay. work. You see? Really nice, guys. This is amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, and now when I over drag this, do I actually want this? Because now you cannot drag only on the list. It's okay, it's okay. So now I would like to change this opacity to the image, and also if you over drag this, I would like to change the scale. So I'll show you. Because if you go to the is this over dragging initially? Let's see. Yeah, you see? Huh? No, not really. It's just animating the fade. Oh, we don't actually have the tabs visible initially. We can fix that. No issues. But where is the over drag? Aha, you see, here is the over drag. So it's basically it's scaling the image, you know. In our example, we just move it downwards. So let's change the use animated style. So let's apply some image styles. Okay, so I'll do const image styles. It's a use animated style. I'll use the same interpolation. So I'll do first, let's apply the scale, okay? And then we are going to take care of the opacity. So I'll do transform. I will translate on the y axis. It's actually scale, sorry. I will just scale the image, you know. I'll just scale the image. Yeah, kind of makes sense. So I'll interpolate the scroll y value. The input range, this is where the magic happens, right? So only when you over drag this, it's going to be basically on the minus part. So it's, I'll just care about -1, 0, and 1. This is the range. So this is when you over drag this. So you woof in this part, and the rest I'll not scale the image, right? I'll just, this is just for the linear interpolation, you know, to know, hey, okay, I will do all the math and know what the scale is going to be. So the output range, I'll do 1, 1, 1. So basically, for the -1 is going to be something. We are going to calculate this. But for when you are 0 and above 0, I'll just don't care. I'll leave the scale as 1. So if I apply this to the image, so I'll do animated image instead. And on the flex one, I'll do image styles. You'll see that if, for example, I'll do here 1.1, you'll see that when I'm over dragging it, it's going to change change the size of the image. But when I'm going down, nothing is happening because we're in this range, and because linear interpolation, it's working with the current point and the previous point and is doing the math, the difference is 0, so it's not going to do anything. But it's going to do it when you are over dragging it. You see, it's over dragging it. And now this 1.1 is not is not properly done, and I would like to scale this based on the image size. So I'll is like, for example, for the header image height, this is scale 1, okay? But I would like to know for 1 pixel what's going to be the scale. So for 1 pixel, this is going to be equal to 1 divided by header image height, okay? So this is what I need to compensate. So it's 1 plus 1 divided by this one. So this is how much I need to compensate the scale pretty much to fake like the height, okay? So now if you see, it's moving, okay? It's moving properly. This is how much I need to compensate. But as you can see, it's like we still have the top we have that empty thingy. So I need to modify the transform origin to be at 50%. It's basically middle on the x-axis. I would like to move it here, basically at the bottom edge, and 0 for the z. So now you see we are staying fixed. It's fixed, book, fixed. Great. This is amazing, guys. This is really amazing. Amazing, amazing. Okay, and now let's apply the opacity. So I'll do opacity, it's interpolate, scroll, y value, I'll do -1, 0, and 1. 0 and 1. When I would like to hide it, but not 1, but I header image height. So if you scroll the scroll y, it's basically image height. I like to make this 0. Okay, so I'll decrease 1 and put it again like this. I don't even care about the -1. I will care about the -1. Okay, so let me save. And for the -1 and 0, I would like to keep it as 1. Okay, so if you over drag this, it's going to be 1. But between this range, I would like to decrease this to be 0.3 and 0.3, let's say. Okay, just for you to understand what's actually happening. So now I over drag this, the opacity is going to be 0. But if I move down, you'll see I'm decreasing the opacity until it's going to be 0.3. And now the 0.3, I'm stopping it, because this is how linear interpolation works, okay? And actually the threshold, it's really important. So I'll just move this to the top. So I'll reuse this. So it's top threshold instead. So I'll do, okay, so when I reach the top threshold, the opacity is going to be 0.3. So just for you to see it, but in reality, I will just completely wipe it out. Okay, so opacity is going to be 0 here. Okay, 0. Nice. So the top threshold, each image height. Okay. But we are not taking into account the top part. So how can I do the top part? The top threshold. I would like to actually get the top threshold. I would like to get a top as well, okay? So minus top, pretty much, minus this part. Let's try it out. Minus top, minus top. Something like this. So now, okay. This is actually not like this. What am I doing? Where is the translate y? No, translate y, it's okay. But here on the opacity. So what I will need to do is I'll also like to compensate the top part because the top is not taken into account. I cannot display the navigation. Okay, so what I need to do, why the music has stopped? Let's change a bit the music. Okay, scrolling a bit, I like this part. Oh, let me catch a bit also with the comments. Yes, you can do it, buddy. What? so many things. Amor is saying if there are any good toasting libraries for React Native. I don't know exactly, but you can create one with a model. Hi Biden, thanks for joining. I want to ask, when you start making an app, what will be your thinking like? I cannot send the way how I think about things, but I usually start by breaking down, the things. Let me actually share this. So I usually start by breaking down the things, like the design, then I will just write down, I will need this component, this style of list, something like that, pretty much. And then I'll try to build it top to bottom. What components do I need? And things like that. Yes, you can do it, buddy. Of course I can do it. Can you provide the source code? Yes, it's going to be available on animatereactnative.com soon. Let me actually go again to the coding. Have you ever had long path name issues when building Reanimated? Build failing because path exceeded 260 characters. Not really, to be fair with you. I'm not sure. No. You refer to the when you pass the animated props, right? Thoughts on links? Yeah, I think it's an okay approach. I really like the that you have access to quite a lot of things, especially like the animations. Also, we have Reanimated for with CSS animation support, but yeah, I think it's an interesting thing. I really like how they thought of it. What I don't like about it is that you still don't have like native bindings for navigation, for example. You have you have React Router, which is okay for web, but you don't have the native thing, which is a bummer though. That's one of the main reasons why I don't like Flutter, for example, because Flutter is trying to reinvent the wheel. Is not using is not using any native functionality, native views, native navigation, native nothing. So they are trying to recreate everything, and it's really hard to nail it. So that's why I think that's one downside of links. Maybe it's doable, maybe you can create native functionality, but still really early. But I believe it's a good for it's a good competition. Okay. Okay, so we have this part here. I still don't like this this jumpiness. Viewable. I'll just increase this to 1000. It's like I still don't like this, What can I do here? I need this somehow like a state machine, right? Or I believe, do we actually need? So now if I comment this part, when you press look, yeah. Okay, got you. So let's try to fix this because we did it pretty much. So we did this almost the entire animation. So we are over exaggerating the scroll when you bounce, when you over scroll. If you move up, we are fading. We also have the sticky header. We have pretty much everything except this part where you move and you see it's like still struggling to change. So we need to fix this part. Okay. Yeah, you see, it's still it's struggling, struggling. Okay. So what can we do about it? Because if I'm returning now here, you'll see that I move to the dance. You see, it's dance. Everything works as intended. So basically, we need to know if you have pressed on an item, is going to disable the scroll. So I'll create a ref here. Actually, I'll do const scrolling from tab press. It's a use ref. It's false initially. Okay. So I will do here if he's scrolling from the tab, I'll just return. I don't care, you know. Okay. And when you on tab press, if it's different, I'll do is scrolling from the tab. Okay. So now this should be fixed somehow. But now we don't actually revert the change. So we have fixed the tab press. And now I would like to get the on momentum scroll end. So when you are starting scrolling actually, so when you start scrolling here, I would like to set this. So I'll run on JS current. It's false. So I'll do const set scrolling from tab. I'll get the index. I'll get the value as a boolean, and I will set with the value. Okay. And I will actually check if value is different than the scrolling tab. I'll just return. I don't even care to set it. So now I will just call this method with false. Okay. So if you scroll, okay, so let me actually refresh. So now you scroll, it should modify. Now if I press on glam, it should set the thing to false. But now if I start scrolling again, it should modify it. Interesting. It's not doing it, huh? What if I console log here the value? Open up the console. The value is false. Aha, on scroll. Got you. Okay. Aha. So it's true initially. Got you. So I don't need to make this here, but instead, interesting. Should I use on momentum scroll end maybe? Uh, Yes, I will actually do it on momentum scroll end. Where is my thingy? Okay, so I'll use the on scroll as this part. Okay, so nothing should change now. We still have the on scroll event and everything, but now we have on momentum scroll. Actually, on begin drag, I think it's better. I'll just run it. Okay. Now I press on this. It should work. But now I make this false. This is not working. Yeah, it's working. It's working. Let's see. On momentum scroll end. Console log current. So it's true. Okay. Now it's false. It's still true. But now if I press on it, I need to refresh. The microphone is disabled sometimes. Ooh, interesting. Maybe the background music is too loud. Okay, so this is false. Now if I... This is working, right? So it's dance. Now if I press on glam, starting to scroll, so it's not going to take into account, but now it should be false. Momentum on begin drag. Console log on begin drag. Begin drag. Okay. So begin drag, this is doing the thing. Okay, now I will just move. This is true, it's okay. And now I should also... Okay, guys, this is working. We nailed it. Nice. Console log, I don't need a console log. We don't want to check the viewable items when the user has pressed on a tab, because we already know where the we already know what the active section index is. The tab press callback. Okay. I think we did it, guys. Great. Shall we check Android as well? Let's check Android, guys. We haven't forgot about Android. I'm 99% sure that everything is going to work. No dev build. What are you talking about? No dev build. What? Ah. What's happening? Oh, I know, because I wanted to... how to try it out on Android. Let's do it. Ban, expo, pre-build, Android. Ban, expo, install, fix. Huh, interesting. Ban, expo, pre-build. Let's do both platform. Let's do both platforms, and I'll just do iOS for now to see if this is going to work. Okay, so this is installing the things. What do I actually need? Nah, I'm not using any fancy things, you know? I will just do, I'll remove everything, node modules, and I'll reinstall them. Because we can use the Expo Go client. I'm not doing any fancy things, so I don't have any, hopefully, any, because I wanted to upgrade to the Expo 52 with React Native 077 support or something. So yeah, let's try if this is working in what? I don't know why is this code platform. It's okay. Yeah, so this should work in Expo Go. I don't see why. Okay, and now because we have Expo Go, we can actually open up the Android. Should work. Fingers crossed, guys. But I'm really confident about it. Except the indicator. We don't have the indicator, huh? Why is this so slow? What? Oh, interesting. So indicator. Why is this complaining? X is missing. I don't need an X. And I will just return. Ooh, why is this? Interesting. Just reload. Why is this so slow? Interesting. Interesting. Section list. I think one aspect is that we have removed the scroll event throttle. Let's put it here at the bottom. Scroll event throttle. Let's make this 16. That's one thing. The other one, is this the same slowness? Nope. Is this because what's the memory consumption? But this is slow anyway. It's like, why is this so slow? Allow, it's okay. Open up again. The M. This is slow anyway. What? Why is this so slow? Interesting. I feel my emulator is slow. Or no? Wow. Ooh, guys. Is this because of get item layout? Let's change this a bit. Wow, so many frames are dropped. Try manipulating the scale of the image. I'm actually manipulating the scale of the image. I'm not doing any height, you know. I'm calculating the scale based on the actual image height. Okay, so I'm actually scale. I'm just scaling the image. I'm not using any. But I believe this is because maybe of the flex one. Let me comment out the image, see if image is the case. Let's debug. Uh, it's not this part. Okay, so the image is definitely working. Let's remove the tabs for now. Let's reload, but there are so many frame drop. Let's try another animation because I know this animation, for example, is definitely working. Okay, so this is definitely working. Okay. So we have an issue with the scroll. Wow, so many frames dropped. Why we don't have the image? Wait a second. We'll just do height, header. So wait, if I'm what? What's happening, guys? With 100% background color. Huh? Uh-huh. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. So now we have only the image. All right. But this is slow, guys. This is what? I have my real device here somewhere, but oh, this is so slow. You know what? I'll try something. Minimum. I'll get maybe only 5 sections between 3 and 5 items, just to test out things. Aha, okay. So this is because of how many items we have. This has nothing to do with the actual animation. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So false, and this is going to be true for now. So now we also have this. So now this is definitely working. But you know what? Let me close the. There is no re-render, guys. Where the list is too big, you know, and there is no virtualization for some reason. But I'll fix this. Okay. I don't know what was this part. Okay, so now we are at 60 FPS. Okay, we are definitely at 60 FPS. The list was too big for some reason. Okay, okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're going to fix this. Okay, so let me remove this part and indicator. We are also going to display the indicator. Okay. So let's refresh. The indicator is not there. let's say minus 10. Where is the indicator, guys? We don't have an indicator. Ooh, interesting. Measurements. So why it's 0? Okay. If I just remove the... Okay. So you're saying... the position absolute... Okay. Oh, now this has disappeared. What? I'll just remove the top. Why is this? It's like, guys, what's happening? Okay, so we have it at the top. Boom, boom. Okay, okay, okay. This has disappeared. Okay. Uh, uh, hmm. I think I may know the indicator doesn't even need to have this amount of... I think I can do directly the measurements. Layout rectangle. I'll just remove this part. It's directly the measurements. I don't even care about this part anymore. I'll do measurements. Okay, indicator height. There, where we display the indicator, I'll do current by the active. Okay, I'll just Okay, so this is still working. Okay, and now we have actually removed the complaint from Reanimated as well. Why is this disappearing? What? Uh, uh-huh. Why is this disappearing for chant? It's like, why chant? Like, is this happening on iOS? Nah. Okay. What? I knew that these tabs with flat list, it's going to be ridiculous, but let's fix it. So I'll do its measurements, okay. Chant is disappearing. My position is absolute. I'll do left 0, you know. Bottom 0. Okay, and I'll just modify the width. Oh, and instead of left, I will actually use transforms. This has failed, okay. Now this is not working anymore, but I will remove the absolute and I will do transform, translate text with timing. Okay, so now we are using transform instead. Okay, and I'll do translate height is going to be measure and height. Kind of makes sense. Okay, let's open up Android. One second. It's lunchtime. For me, at least. Okay, so this is definitely way better. Samba. Country. Chant, it's... why this is not working, guys? It's like, why are you... I'll just... flat list. I will, you know what I will do is I will flex grow 0. Heading bottom. Oh, is this because of this? No, chant doesn't want to work, you know. Now remove the flex. Actually, also the height. Do I actually need to position this absolute? Yeah. So left is going to be 0. Okay, and I'll do flex grow exactly like this. Plus indicator size. Why is this disappearing for Chan? What? Uh-huh. Otherwise 100. Let's see if this is the case. Ah. Floor. This. Why is this disappearing for chant? I don't really understand it, guys. List header style. Is this because it's not sitting? Nah. Done measurements. Interesting. I will do something different. And I will render another view where we have the flat list. And I will just render this part. And I will actually do it to view, style, position this absolute. Ah. Uh-huh. Yeah, so you see, that was the problem why I didn't want to do the flat list. That's a bummer though. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, chant is not working. But at least we have fixed this issue. So now we don't have where we have the red. Now everything should work. So now if I press M, hide, and open it up again, we should have 60 FPS. Okay. And what's going to happen if I do now instead of, I'll do 10 items. Now it's lagging. Okay, got you. Sections. Virtualization is not working. Window size. I'll do 10. Still not working. It's interesting. So wait a second. Wait a second. So you're telling me... Nice. So you're telling me that section list, it's by definition bad? It's by definition bad, guys. What? What's happening? So wait, if I do minimum 10, maximum 20, is this going to fail? Wow. Android, it's... might be this... This might be because... Oh, no. Section list is slow anyway. Interesting. So virtualization on... Wow. This is interesting, guys. This is interesting. Yeah, so I actually need to move this. I will fix the indicator, but I will move this minus indicator size. Okay. This is really interesting, guys. So it seems that flash list is by definition slow. Not flash list, sorry. Section list. So section list. Wow. This is interesting. Interesting. Really interesting. This is really interesting. Might this be because of oh, this is slow. It's like and 6. Yeah, this is really slow. This is really slow on it's not even working seamlessly. Yeah. Yes. So this is really slow anyway. I will fix this. I'll try to fix this. Maybe it's because of the new architecture. I don't really understand why sections are so slow. So basically, the section list is really slow on Android if you have multiple items for some reason, you know. Is this maybe because they are the maybe, I don't know. It's like there is no virtualization. I don't know, guys. But this is definitely has nothing to do with this animation, first of all. So you see, it's like the animation works great. Like I can also bring back the scroll event throttle. Scroll event throttle to 16, maybe 32, because we don't need to run it at 60 FPS. Or maybe we need. Yeah, so this is definitely not yeah. What a bummer. Anyway, all right, you guys. So I think that's it for today's stream. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget, everyone, just comment here. What would you like to build? What would you like to see me build next time? Leave a comment now, and I'll do it. I'll do it. But this animation, most probably, if I have a fix, I'll search on the internet maybe in the next stream. What's actually happening with the section list. But otherwise, yeah, this animation is going to most probably be available on animatereactnative.com. Yeah, grab it, play it, play with it, whatever, do whatever you'd like. I'm really happy with the result. We did some awesome things. Yeah, if you like this, I need 2 more likes on this live stream, and I will go offline afterwards. And there, yeah, I'll not leave until we hit 2 more likes. So hit another like, and I'll leave. I'll go to it, and yeah. 19 likes. I need 1 more like, and I'll go, guys. Thank you very much for your entire support, by the way. It means a lot. And yeah, it's a pleasure to do those live streams as well, like video tutorials as well. This live stream was more complicated because there are quite a lot of moving parts, and you need to have moving parts to build such experience. Like you have this header that's moving with the things. You also have the tabs. We calculate the layout for each individual tab, and we also position and scroll to that tab when you scroll, but we also scroll the section list when you press on the tab. So there are quite a lot of moving parts. All righty. That's it from my side. Thank you very much for your support. See you in the future one. Bye bye, guys. Discover AnimateReactNative.com, your go-to platform for premium, customizable, and ready-to-use React Native animations. There are over 120 different animations that are going to save you time, enhance your app, and, in my opinion, is the perfect collection if you'd like to learn more about React Native animations. Visit Animate React Native.